Your life experience, good or bad, is a gift when you share it with others. At Taxi Chronicles, we allow real riders with real stories to share their gift. So hopefully this episode will intrigue, enhance or inspire you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have a lovely lady and she's a specialist in dealing with influencers and other people in marketing, but I'll let her explain what she does, why she got into it and what a typical day is like. So nice to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me as well.
So Sally, tell us, how did you get into the industry?
So I went to fashion uni in the Netherlands and specialised in buying when I was there, but realised that I enjoyed more like communicating, like a bit more of the psychology side of things. So I did an internship where I was on marketing team. Did that for 13 months in total because I had to do it with uni and carried on throughout the summer. And then I finished my degree and then I started working at that brand. And then there was a company that I really wanted to work for that were based in the UK. So I started working in one of their stores in Amsterdam and saw that they had an application or job come up internally for social media and applied for it. My mum saw it as well. She sent it to me too. I applied for it and then I was successful. So I moved to London for the job.
Okay, so you're Dutch?
I'm English, but I moved there when I was 14. Yeah. So yes, yeah. So yeah, and then kind of worked my way up in that company. I think that social media job didn't exist. That was 7 years ago, so that didn't exist then. And then I was there for 6.5 years, and then I moved to a new company in December. So
you got a degree?
Yes.
One degree?
One degree, yeah.
What lower education routes did you take?
So living in a different country, I went to an international school, so I did the international baccalaureate, which is quite a challenging one. You have to be a bit of an all-rounder for that, which I'm not really. So it was difficult. Yeah, and then decided to go on to uni. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Wanted to do psychology actually, and then changed my mind last minute. And then obviously kind of that fashion side of things and then the psychology blended together.
What would you say somebody needs, because you deal with influencers?
Yes, that's right.
What are you looking for when you're dealing with an influencer?
So I don't want an influencer that will say yes to every single job that's handed to them. You want somebody who's got a bit of personality, that can kind of create content that aligns with your values, and can have fun with it. We don't go too tight with our briefs. We want people to interpret them how they wish and how it feels like true and authentic for them. So I think otherwise people can tell that it's not genuine, that they've just been paid to share that content. So I think that's why influencers, they kind of grow. I think that's how people grow their following, is when they're kind of showing themselves. I think as humans we're all quite nosy. We like to know what's going on in other people's lives. So people that are able to express themselves on social media and be their true selves, I think that's kind of, as a brand, how you want to connect. And for us it's really important to be inclusive, and I think that you don't want to be an authority on something, because there's so many different people with all these different experiences. So that's why working with influencers and seeing, I work in fashion, so seeing how things fit on different people, how they style it differently, that kind of side of things.
So they do the work for you, in essence.
Yeah,
because
so
they're doing something right already.
Yeah, they're already got their own following, and so we kind of will work with them on kind of commissioning content, whether it's for their channel or whether it's for our channel or for both. Sometimes it's for both.
Collaboration.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's for both, do they get paid?
Yeah, always get paid.
So they always get paid?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Interesting. What's the rule of thumb with payment? Obviously not giving away any major secrets.
Yeah, it depends on their engagement rate. So not necessarily just their following, but obviously the bigger followers you have, the more that you as an influencer can charge. But also how many people are liking, commenting, sharing on your content. So your engagement rate can increase the amount that you get paid. And it also depends on the deliverables. So if it's an Instagram post, if it's on your grid, so on your feed, or if it's a story, those kind of differ in prices, but it's always up for negotiation. Sometimes people belong to agencies, so then that costs a bit more because there's an agency fee as well.
Oh, is it?
There's a lot of influencer agencies, yeah, so they're kind of fairly new.
So they're just jumping on, they're
Yeah.
just trying to, and the thing about it, a lot of the influencers are young, so
Yep.
they don't know better.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So how young can that, well, I'm not sure if that would be in your remit.
Yeah.
How young can you use someone to promote?
I would never work with somebody who is, I think, under 18, unless they had their parents' consent.
Okay.
I think obviously in fashion it's different. We're trying to connect with a Gen Z audience, so we kind of want to really hit like that 18 to 24-year-olds, but wouldn't work with somebody too young because I think social media can also be quite dangerous, and I think if you're too young and you're exposing yourself online like that, you're not.
Comments.
Yeah, I don't think not always people are like strong enough to be able to handle it.
Yeah. Unless you tell them to let their mum read the comments.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I tell people, tell your mum to read the comments.
Yeah.
If, in that respect of things. Oh, I think I need to turn it.
That's alright.
Who are you turn?
No worries, all good.
Well,
I think you can carry on up and then,
Yeah. But, no, that's very, very interesting. So if you have a certain amount of followers, let's say you have a million followers, what would someone be looking at?
In terms of payment there?
Yeah.
Depends on your engagement rate, but say and also depends on the channel, because on Instagram it's harder to have 1 million followers than it is on TikTok. TikTok algorithm just allows users to grow so quickly. On Instagram, I think if you were a celebrity as well, like as having that million, anything up to £20,000 for like content that you share on your channel and the brand can share as well.
Okay.
On TikTok,
so it's all about
less.
TikTok then?
Yeah, TikTok, you'd get paid less if you had 1 million followers, but you can grow really quickly. I'd say to anybody that wants to be a content creator to start on TikTok.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can convert people over to Instagram if that's where you want them to go. But people on Instagram have become a bit can't think of the right word at the moment, a bit like pretentious almost, so they kind of think a lot about what they share, whereas on TikTok people are having a bit more fun with it, and their algorithm lends itself so that anyone can go viral if that content's entertaining. Good. Yeah. Okay.
So thank God for the Chinese then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They're changing up the game.
Yeah.
They're going to have to regulate themselves.
Yeah, I think that's what Zuckerberg's trying to do, isn't he? He's always looking. Because in China they have a WeChat, which is like a social media app, which is essentially all of our apps combined into one app. Yeah. And you can even pay your council tax on it. You can book an Uber on it. It's all combined in this one app.
Ready.
Yeah, yeah. They're controlling. It's Big Brother. Yeah.
Well, we're going there anyway, so we can't point the finger at them.
No.
So we don't. You heard about it. Well, I won't even get into the NHS and the health things. But,
yeah.
Okay. So what's the future hold for you?
Well, I think for me, I don't want to be in social media forever because it's a really young person's game. I turned 30 recently, so I'm old for social media. Everyone on my team is 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, and I trust them so much. I pull together a strategy, but I don't know how to speak in that tone that they do. So I'd like to go into content. I think more broader content marketing.
Can I ask how old are you?
30.
Oh, so you don't
Yeah.
old.
You can only see my eyes.
Well, I kind of get the knack now.
Yeah.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
You've been a great guest. What's the impact you want to have on the world?
I want people to feel like they can express themselves, and I want social media to become a safe space for communities. I think I lost my mother last year, and I found small communities on social media which are really uplifting and supportive, and I think that's something that's really powerful. So I think that's also part of why I don't want to be in social media forever as well. Like, I'd like to work more with people and be able to give back, and fashion can be quite shallow, so but on the other hand,
taxi, we do it twin.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, but I think obviously people have fun with fashion, it makes them feel good, a bit of retail therapy, didn't hurt anyone, but it's, yeah, there's more meaningful things I think you can do as well.
Okay, well, I just realised I've got to ask this question.
Yeah.
What's the lowest someone can get paid? Because
People,
otherwise the audience will...
yeah, people can work for free, or they can get gifted. So, but I don't think anyone should work for free, not on social media. Even if you're really small, you ask for a gift card, you ask to get paid in an outfit or something like that. But I don't think anyone should be working for free now, because if you don't ask, you don't receive, and brands will gladly let you do it for free. So I think, yeah, no one should be paid, not paid, if that makes sense.
Well, thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, thank you.
And we wish you well.
Thank you.
We hope you liked that Taxi Chronicles interview. Don't forget to share and subscribe to get the latest episode. Ever considered investing in a continent with the fastest growing economies and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. Listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. British Standard Time.